right, so Gil, we got a Bleacher Report article here. They put it together. We'll start off with team number 1, Atlanta Hawks.
Pass.
Says they need to do
Pass. Right? Like I don't mean to be rude, but it don't matter what they do. Who cares? All right? It doesn't matter. It just pass. Okay? It's Atlanta Hawks.
Boston Celtics need to duck the luxury tax.
Okay, didn't they do that? Didn't they get rid of a whole bunch of players?
Well, it says the Boston Celtics can finish what they started over the summer by shedding roughly $12 million in salary to duck the luxury tax and reset the repeater clock. They'll avoid heftier penalties as they get Jason Tatum back and theoretically return to contention next year. You think that they're contending this year, though?
Return to a contender. No. So they're probably talking about before he got hurt, they was contending for a championship, and then this is a down year, and then when they get him back, so they gotta free up money to probably add a couple more pieces, and then they can.
Are they really down though?
They're not down, and that's why the article is saying, hey, you might want to shed a couple more million because this is what it looks like without Tatum. When he comes back, you shed some money, this summer, and you get him back. Plus, you got, some little pieces. You can be competing for a championship next year. The way the East is, that's not a bad move. Because when Tatum got hurt, everybody was telling them dump.
Brooklyn Nets move some vets. It talks about how. And this is a good conversation because people have been putting MPJ inside these trade conversations. And
because his value's high.
Yeah. So, Michael Porter Jr.'s value may never be higher on his current contract, and Nick Claxton's growth as a facilitator makes him more than a defense-only trade chip. While December's veteran-led surge, particularly on defense, was a good time, the Brooklyn Nets still need to acknowledge where they are in their development cycle. So they need to move off of MPJ. They need to move off of Nick Claxton. You agree? Or disagree?
MPJ and to do what? Okay, because I wanted to see the ages of these guys. One is 26, one is 27. Mm-hmm. You want to get rid of them to get younger?
Yeah, these bottom teams always trying to
get. I'm talking about vet. The vet is not 26. A vet is not 27. Those are not vets, dog. those are. I just finished my rookie deal. Let's work. Like, you know what I mean? So you're already remember you rebuild after KD left. Now you're saying get rid of them to rebuild again? Okay, cool. I get it. And this what does make sense. Getting rid of Michael Porter Jr. makes sense because obviously who he is right now, only 27, there's nothing you can put around him that makes sense to your franchise. So if you can give him away and get some future picks, it makes sense. Now, in reality, there's not a lot of wiggle room out there for you to get picks for Michael Porter Jr. You're going to have to give him to a team that can use him in real time. And I don't know how many of those teams are in position or still have picks to give you. That is the issue here. You're only looking at you're talking about Boston, right? Who can give you a couple pieces to take on him, and he's going to help them. Giannis, I'm thinking he's a little bit more stable than, Kuz. We don't know how many picks you got left. You're talking about Cleveland. LA, I don't even know if we have any picks left. Right? So you're giving away him for picks. You got to make sure the team that you're giving away got picks that you want. You want lottery picks. You're talking about getting rid of assets. You want lottery picks. You want teams that's going to be in that bottom end of the, or you're just giving it away for, let's say, 29, 30, 31 years like that, where you can look at a team and say, all right, they're going to be digressing in a few years, like a New York Knicks, a Denver Nuggets. You came from there. Golden State Warriors, where Kirby's going to be gone at some point, and then they're going to be losing a lot of games, right? So you want to make deals like that with those teams today. So
Charlotte Hornets, they actually say hold on to LaMelo.
yeah, as they should.
It's contrary to that's contrary to popular belief, though. Gil.
Popular belief believes that Charlotte needs to win something. No, they just need to sell tickets, and you're only going to sell tickets because you have LaMelo Ball there. It's the Charlotte Bobcats or the Hornets. Who knows? Come on, right? Is that their new jerseys? Can I see them again? Yeah. Nice. I'll rock that one. That's all right. Like, people only watch Charlotte because of LaMelo. So if you got rid of him, you're not being watched. You're not going to be on TV. You're going to be just like an afterthought to when people come in town. Every game for you will be, hey, we can go make a name for ourselves because whoever's coming to town is bigger than you at this point. Hello. Move it on. Move it on. Because they said nothing, I got nothing for them either. I want to give a shout out to Derrick Rose. I see Rose finally went into the building to see his jersey hanging. Let's go.
Yeah, Chicago Bulls nothing for the listening audience. Cleveland Cavaliers need to take a step back. This says this isn't a suggestion. The Cleveland Cavaliers should step back in the sense of scaling down their competitive intentions. As the only team currently above the second apron, the Cavs are more pot committed to chasing a championship this year than anyone else. I know this is the segment where, people are really wondering what the hell happened between Cleveland from last year to this year to where we're not having serious conversations about them.
Reality.
Oh, wow.
Right? There's teams that are very good during the regular season. And then there's teams that are built for the playoffs. And I don't think a lot of people understand the two, right? Do they have all the pieces to be a great playoff team? Yes. Yeah. Because you got inside, outside threats. You have Donovan Mitchell, who takes over games, right, by himself. He can carry a series by himself. But by himself, he will win 2.5 games by himself. Like, meaning, if y'all don't show up, he's going to have 50, 48, and he's going to take over a game. He's 2.5, right? The problem is he needs 1.5 more to win a series. He has the pieces to give 1.5. They just ain't giving it. And the problem is they have exactly everything they need. It's just not, the meal ain't coming out right. They got a great cook. They got the recipe. Everybody know what we're trying to eat. We know what we're trying to eat. It's just the souffle ain't souffleing. You put the right ingredients to the tea. You read the book, half a teaspoon, keep it on. It ain't souffleing. But at the end of the day, they're gonna have to break this team up because it's not working as is, and you have one of the highest payrolls in a small market. So in the summer or next year, you're going to be back to rebuilding. The team, you'll be building around Mobley. If nobody tricks you out of that player,
they actually have the most expensive payroll in the league right now.
For sure.
Oh shit. Okay, Dallas Mavericks.
Who cares?
Try to find positive value for Anthony Davis.
The positive value is going to be somehow he's going to sneak his ass back to Los Angeles. Let's go. Let's go. He didn't heard it here first. Somehow he's going to sneak back and be a Laker. And then we got everything we need.
Yeah, apparently Rich Paul is really aggressive right now trying to get AD up out of the Dallas situation.
Yeah, we got your asset. Now we want our asset back. Old trick and pool. It's that dollar on a string. Put it in your pocket. Yeah, gotcha. And took some of your dollars.
Okay. Denver Nuggets carefully shop Zeke Naji. It's one of their younger pieces.
That's 25. Okay.
Yeah. Denver Nuggets should canvass the market for Zeke Naji takers as his increased playing time with Jokic outproduced his best stretch in years. Into a deal that'll pay him $7.5 million in each of the next 2 seasons. The 25-year-old forward might never be more marketable. I don't. He's a good young player though, Gil. I don't know about this whole concept about getting off these good young players so soon.
Because as long as you have Jokic on your team, you have to put him in a situation to win or give the illusion that we're trying to win. Because you're not going to have a basketball savant in Jokic and think you're going to just milk him for tickets. If you don't understand what Philly did to Allen Iverson, Allen Iverson sells out he sells out the stand. We don't really need to put a team around him to try to win a championship because we're maxing out our ticket sales with him, right? These players today ain't, no, you're going to have to keep giving me peace. I want a championship. This is what I'm trying to do, or I'm out, right? These guys are willing to leave now, so you have to be careful on your business model. And if you are not trying to improve your roster, these guys will leave. And so now it's basically, let's see if we can get rid of some of these younger guys and pull in some more veteran players. And that's where this game is on some of these teams.
Yeah, I think it would be a tragedy. Jokic right now is leading the league in rebounds and assists, and they should be trying really, really hard to be really, really good right now.
Yeah.
Going to the next one. Detroit Pistons trust themselves.
That's it.
They trust themselves. They got a good team. They got a good team. They're saying don't rock the boat at all. So do you feel like they are one piece away from contention, or they need to keep it smooth, keep it sailing?
Rock the boat, work the middle. So if we can look at this team and we know this team right now is being held by one man and his supporting cast, and they don't have a true second superstar, you can't trust themselves. Right now, they're winning off grit, passion, playing hard, and that was from the ass whoopings they were getting the last 3 years. You improve your roster now. Don't be Cleveland. You have an example out there. They rocked the regular season, lost in the playoffs, and then we seen the next year, right? You have pieces. There are pieces on your team that can get you better pieces, more some better scores. Like your whole team full of defense, that's cool, but it's still a team. You're still going to run across a team that put the ball in the basket, and they play defense too. OKC, right? They play defense too, right? And they play offense. They got other guys who can put the ball in the basket. You got the Spurs coming, right? So don't be one of those teams that says exactly what they're saying. Believe in yourself. Believe in Cade. You believe in Cade, then you keep building.
So you feel like this could be a trap. They get caught up.
It can be. It is a trap.
Oh,
you take Cade off the floor. Who can hold that team together? Exactly. Okay. Right. You see how Boston, they lose Tatum.
Yeah.
The team is still surviving. Right. You need a number two where you can survive. Right. It ain't about like winning and winning the championship, competing, survive. If you can't survive without your star, then keep upgrading.
Okay. Golden State Warriors wonder why Jonathan Kuminga is still there.
And shit I've been saying.
Yeah.
Why is he
Jimmy
still,
out.
why is he still here? Like me with all trades, right? And it's the worst part of the trade deadline because you knew you want to trade these players. You've been waiting for this moment to trade these players, and you don't trade them until the very end. You get back exactly what you was offered at the beginning. See, I think a lot of these owners and not owners, some of these general managers think this. I'm not going to make a trade with you at the beginning. I'm going to wait to the end, and then right before the 24th hour, I'm going to offer you these peanuts, and you're going to take it. So the best value for a player is the 23rd hour because you didn't get what you wanted. So when you hear somebody say, there has to be a demand. Someone offered you something. You don't want them, take it. Take it. If I offer you magic beans, goddammit, take it. Magic beans for a cow. You don't want him, or do you want him for the value that he's at? Because if you want him for the value he's at, there is a demand. The demand is not to the level you want the demand to be. You want full value for him. The demand ain't the full value that you want back. See, nobody wants to just give the player away. They all feel, I need to get something in return. And as long as you have, I want to get something in return, you're never going to get off the pieces you have.
Yeah. I agree. All right, Houston Rockets. Check in with Fred VanVleet.
Man, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Check in with Fred. I listened to an interview with Fred. I guess it was a time where one of his family members passed, and he did something with the referee. And I seen him on a podcast talking about it, and it actually makes me respect him more because he identified that. Look, I was going through it, man. I said sorry to two of the refs. I'm waiting to see the third one, to say sorry for my behavior. I respect a guy like that. I'm a Fred guy now. So
If you were to make a decision, and I know it would be largely based on what Fred says, but are you ready to trust a playoff run with like a Reed Shepherd?
no, because you need stability. Fred Reed, he is what you need as a 6th, 7th man. You come in, you give me firepower, quick buckets right now. The defense on the other side is keyed in on ours, and we need to make them play the game the correct way. So we need a guy to come in and hit 3-4 shots to adjust their defensive pattern, right? And everyone needs a guy like that. So I don't trust that he will be stable enough, because being stable means you have to play like Fred and don't do you as much. And there's no point in having a dead, lighted up shooter like that if you're not going to use him to his ability.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nope.
For the
It's Indiana, dog.
we just waiting for the draft.
I don't know what they're waiting for, but it's Indiana, man. Let's just keep it moving.
Okay, that was the Indiana. The Los Angeles Clippers beg the Thunder for your picks back. It says even if the LA Clippers probably can't make a good offer enough to reclaim control of their 26 and 27 first round picks from the Oklahoma City Thunder, they have to try. OKC might view the Clips' recent return from the dead as a reason to offload those selections if it means getting back more distant picks with other assets attached. LA could control. LA could offer control of its 2030 through 2032 first rounders. 2031 will be a swap in exchange for its selections in the next 2 years. That would allow the Clippers to sell off what they could tank and rebuild through the next 2 drafts. How are we back to rebuilding with the Clippers? How is that possible?
There's only listen. It's hard to say. There's only 5 teams that want to win championships, man. And Ballmer's new, so we don't know what he's trying to do, but it seems like he's about winning. So you have to give him the benefit of the doubt. And he's still trying to figure out how this all works. But the fact that he's held on to not Paul George, but Kawhi this long, and some of these contracts he's more about basketball than it is business. So
They're a 10th seed, below 500 for what it's worth right now.
what OKC will get for this pick? If you're OKC, do you need another top 5 pick? Right, and then that's the question you got to ask yourself, right? They got so many picks, man. It's just about being smart, offloading what you don't need and replacing it with things you need at that time. So if I'm OKC, I don't make any moves. I don't have to, right? Because one bad move can mess up everything.
Yeah, I think it actually would be worse if the Clippers did give them picks further down the line, simply due to the fact that OKC would see who is actually going to pan out long term on their team, and then they could just replace them later down the line.
Yeah,
which would extend their potential dynasty window. They could be looking for a real deal Alex Caruso replacement in 2030. I don't know.
Or this summer, just.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Los Angeles Lakers seek athleticism on defense.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's what we should be doing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you looked at our team, but yeah, we have our point guard unathletic, our shooting guard mid-athletic, Jake mid-athletic, Vando mid-athletic, right? But still undersized versus position. Rui, yeah. LeBron's 41. AN don't know what he's doing. Then we have every unathletic and small guard that you can find in the NBA put on one team. Yeah. So, yeah. It's like the team we have should have been in the 80s. It's like an old Boston Celtics team.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Yeah. Memphis Grizzlies, fine shooting.
He got a gun. Not just like.
Yo, stop.
The problem is, didn't they just get rid of their shooter?
Yeah.
They got rid of him, Bane. Wait, hold on. Is Justin Pippen, is Scottie Pippen Jr. hurt?
I don't think he's been playing.
Yeah, it don't look like he loaded up this year. Which announced on Wednesday, January 4th, that Pippen Jr. will miss at least another 4 to 6 more weeks. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Shout out to Memphis, man. Go barbecue.
Okay.
Miami Heat, they need to shake it up. Quiet as it's kept. They've been a little bit stagnant. The innovative offense that produced a 14-7 start isn't humming quite like it used to. And the Miami Heat are once again a decidedly average team. That would be fine if the roster had upside, loads of young prospects or key players signed to reasonable deals. But Andrew Wiggins, player option, and Norman Powell can both hit free agency this summer, while Tyler Hero, who's played just 6 games so far this season, is due an extension. I've been seeing stuff about a Kuminga-Wiggins swap. I've been seeing stuff about getting Norman Powell to a winning situation for some picks and some assets. But Miami is real stagnant. Real stagnant.
Oh, so I was watching high school highlights, right? High school girls highlights. As soon as I seen the jersey, I was like, oh, yeah. You said they have no assets, right?
Is Andrew Wiggins? Norman Powell is an asset?
Yeah, he's an asset.
Yeah. There we go. Okay.